Welcome back, Wolfpack Gorillas here, and this is how to use Kecleon. What is up with those stats? 120 special defense? It has that much? Okay, I know it has that much because I've reviewed it before, but seriously, this Pokemon's especially tanky, pretty hard. Low defense, low hit points, and somewhat okay on the attack. 90, not amazing, but it is pretty decent. So, low speed as well. This Pokemon's going to try to be like some kind of special sponge, huh? Anyway, when we look at its typing, normal type. But it does get the Protean ability, so it's not going to be normal forever. However, initially it is going to have that fighting weakness, ghost immunity, and just be very consistent overall. Hopping into Pokemon Showdown, we get to see that Kecleon, it's the other Pokemon that, besides the Greninja tree, Kecleon's the only other Pokemon that gets Protean, and we can actually use this to our advantage pretty well. That Assault Vest with that high special defense is going to make us pretty tanky. We can invest into the hit points and the defense and just try to be a tank. That with that speed, we know we're not going anywhere in a hurry, so my idea is set up a Power Punch, go into Drain Punch for sustain, and then finish off with a Sucker Punch for a KO or Ice Punch for coverage. Sucker Punch is going to make up for that loss of speed with some priority, and you can really play it out from there, that, Power Punch. Get some damage behind it, start Drain Punching. As long as you're a 3-hit KO Pokemon, like it's taking 3 of the opponent's hits to knock you out, you're going to be doing really well. Assault Vest, it boosts your special defense by 1.5 times, so 50% boost. If you can only use damaging moves, that's just fine. Power Punch makes this completely viable and a really solid option. Also, I like the adamant nature here. It makes it to where your boost kind of stick a little more. That you could go with like a special defense or defensive nature, but really, it's going to make a huge difference when you start statting it up. That say if we had just pure hit points, pure attack investment with the Assault Vest, and then we would also want to put the 1 point in defense. That's 306, so 1 Power Punch is going to put you to 460, which means that, at this rate, it would take 2 Power Punches to get you around the same level, which means it makes a huge difference just on that investment because of the Power Punch. But do you want to trade that off for the durability or whatever? It's personal preference that, if you really don't worry about physical Pokemon as much, say you have a hard physical tank, you can just switch out Kecleon and bring him back in whenever, that's fine. But if you want Kecleon to come in, stick around, this could work out pretty well for you as well. Also, looking at Kecleon's other move options, Recover. If you're not using Assault Vest, gets access to Recover, so you have some form of sustain. Knockoff. If you're not too worried about priority on the Sucker Punch, you can run Knockoff. That's going to get Protean. Everything here gets Protean, so you're doing a little bit more damage because everything has Stab, which is really nice. And then Knockoff, it's going to have the Stab boost. It's going to remove an item. Foul Play takes your opponent's strength, uses it against them. And Fake Out. Flinch, Protean, boost, damage, can work out. Now, you can run Assault Vest for the sustain, or you can run Life Orb. Life Orb priority, to be exact. That a lot of people, you can max out the hit points, max out the attack, and just try not to get hit before you hit your opponent. You lead with Fake Out. You can go into a Sucker Punch from there. You also have Shadow Sneak and Drain Punch options that you can even maybe integrate Power Up Punch instead of Drain Punch. That you're not going to be on the field for long, so you might as well hope that with the Life Orb boost, with a Power Up Punch boost, Fake Out into Sucker Punch, Fake Out into Power Punch, then a Sucker Punch, that's going to be KO. And then if you're in that realm of 2-hit KOs again, or 3-hit KOs, you might be able to out-priority your opponent by throwing out Sucker Punches and Shadow Sneaks, and it can work out really well. Now, Shadow Sneak, it is an arguable move here to be fair, that Sucker Punch, it's going to hit the same thing super effective to a degree, and it's also dark, it just has that better typing, more damage with that priority. But if you know that your opponent is going to be throwing out priority as well, you can use Shadow Sneak and then maybe mix it up. That way you have at least some mind game options instead of just hiding behind Sucker Punch after a Power Punch, but that's still pretty strong too. And that's really what we're looking at with Kecleon, that we just have, complete priority Life Orb option that can work out pretty well. We have some other moves that you can mix into your play, and mostly I just really like the Assault Vest. That special defense is so high, we don't have to invest into it, and it becomes incredibly specially tanky, and then we can play some kind of sustain craziness from there. So you can mix it up however you please, maybe even Power Up Punch here. That way we're playing Life Orb, puts you at a little bit more risk, but a lot more reward on the damage, and there's just a lot of options here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day. That's how you use Kecleon.